we have tried our best to resolve intergovernmental disputes and issues as cordially as possible. And we moved or inched closer to getting a closure on the issue of completing the unbundling of functions and consummating the transfer process.
We had a very successful devolution conference in Eldoret, which had over 8,000 participants, provided again a framework for sharing information, getting people to know the successes of devolution, and also engaging with stakeholders, development partners, non-state actors on how we can continue improving service delivery at the local level. During the devolution conference, we also for agriculture in investing 27.2 billion, which constitutes 6.9% of total county spending. Dear Kenyans, on arid and semi-arid lands and disaster risk management. In the period under review, severe flooding, droughts, landslides, and disease outbreak profoundly impacted multiple counties, causing widespread displacement, infrastructure damage, and livelihood disruption. Our data highlights the following key points: that we had 315 total fatalities, injuries were 188 across the counties, displacement 291, set up across 25 counties for displaced persons. Schools which were affected were 1,647, health facilities that were damaged were 64 health facilities across 12 counties, and wash facilities which were damaged were 5,306 across 20 counties. Agricultural damage to the crops was for 298,673 acres, while 9,637 livestock were lost across the counties. Driven by the commitment to protect lives and livelihood, counties were able to put in place response measures as follows. They mobilized resources to provide emergency relief to affected households, benefiting 51,282 households. Immediate steps were taken to repair and restore damaged infrastructure. For sustainability of the above, 62% of the counties have enacted a Disaster Risk Management Act, 48% of the counties have a disaster risk management policy, and 74% of counties have an operational county emergency operational plan, and 32% of counties have allocated the mandated 2% of their annual budget to the county emergency fund. Livestock vaccination and health. Counties also undertook extensive livestock vaccination campaign to prevent disease outbreaks following the floods and the droughts, with over 2.9 million livestock vaccinated across several counties. On lands, housing and urban development, transport and infrastructure. In the period under review, 3 county governments approved their county spatial plans, making it 18 counties with approved county spatial plans. In addition, 11 counties have their draft plans at the respective county assemblies undergoing approval, while 21 are undergoing preparation of the respective county executives. Additionally, 28 extra counties have established functioning GIS labs, bringing the total to 37 counties. On matters roads, county governments currently manage 182,000 kilometers of total road network in the country. 70% of these networks are in fair condition, and county governments endeavor to ensure the percentage increases to at least 90%. To achieve these goals, counties have tarmacked 2,156 kilometers and graveled 12,842 kilometers of roads in the financial year 2023-2024. In collaboration with the national government and in a bid to eliminating informal settlement in urban areas, 33 county governments are participating in the implementation of the second Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Project, with 88 settlements benefiting from security of tenure and 95 benefiting from the infrastructure upgrading. In line with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda on affordable housing, county governments have signed intergovernmental memoranda of understanding with the national government, in which the counties have identified land for comprehensive planning and affordable housing projects implementation. On matters energy, in the period under review, 46,779 households benefited from clean cooking technologies, up from 13,581 in 2022. 4,000 street lighting infrastructures have been installed across the counties. 503 renewable energy projects have been implemented, where 33 counties are utilizing solar power for street lighting, mini grids, backup power in hospitals and in water pumping. In seeking to expand their presence under the function electricity and gas reticulation and energy regulation, counties are keen on working with the state agencies such as the Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy, REREC, in implementing the matching fund program so that the more and more remote areas within the county can benefit from the electrification projects. On trade, industry and cooperatives and enterprise development, in the year under review, 117 new markets were constructed in 28 counties, recording 35% increase in the number of markets constructed within the year. Additionally, 113 markets were renovated in 34 counties. However, this was a decrease by 34% from the number of markets renovated in the financial year 2022-2023 due to the clawback on this on the county function. By the end of the financial year, 36 counties had successfully automated their business registration services, simplifying the process of SMEs to formalize their operations. Additionally, 30 counties had implemented electronic unified single business permits, effectively streamlining registration procedures, lowering fees, and expediting licensing processes. Consequently, the number of businesses issued with trade licenses increased by 32% to record a high of 506,855 enterprises registered within the financial year. In addition, county governments have facilitated access to finance by SMEs, with at least 32 county governments establishing county business enterprise funds and other financing programs to support SMEs. In the financial year under review, counties engaged in investment promotion initiatives that included establishment of the county aggregation and industrial parks in 42 counties, with construction of necessary infrastructure at an advanced stage. 2, setting up of 28 gazetted special economic zones, with 9 of these zones being gazetted, including Riwa, Rivertex, Premier Foods Industry, Mount Elgon Orchards, International Controls, Michel Courts, Freight Kenya, Kingsway Industrial Park, Sagana Agro Industrial City, and Rock Plant SEZ. 3, the establishment of business incubation centers and innovation hubs to support startups and small businesses in counties such as Isiolo, Kiambu, Kisumu, Makueni, Meru, and Nairobi. Fellow Kenyans, in tourism and wildlife, 17 counties have enacted tourism acts, 10 counties have established wildlife acts. These legislative measures provide clear guidelines and regulations essential for promoting sustainable tourism practices and wildlife conservation. Narok County stands out for its proactive conservation efforts, having developed comprehensive conservation management plans to protect the Masai Mara ecosystem. These plans are not only aimed at safeguarding wildlife, but also at ensuring that the benefits of tourism are equitably shared amongst local communities, thus supporting both conservation and local economic development. Dear Kenyans, on natural resource management sector, Over the period under review, counties established material recovery facilities, increasing the number of facilities from 53 to 62 on various scales. 15 counties have sanitary landfills in place, an increase from 12 counties in 2022-2023. There was also an increase in waste recycling companies from 187 to 243. Nurturing strong natural resource governance is a priority for counties, and it is on this premise that in that period under review, 29 counties developed environmental policies and acts, 35 counties developed solid waste management policies, 45 counties enacted climate change-related acts, and 37 counties developed water-related policies, and 18 counties enacted forestry-related acts. In the nascent blue economy sector, the blue economy presents a significant opportunity for sustainable development, with various counties enacting blue economy acts to manage fishery and aquaculture. Training and skill development programs in the blue economy sector are crucial for equipping individuals with the knowledge and expertise required to manage and optimize marine and aquatic resources. Based on this, there are 257 registered students taking up training, acquiring skills in blue economy, with Kisumu County having registered 100 students, Kwale County 50 students, Bungoma County 24, Kilifi, Mombasa, Taita Taveta counties 20 each, and Kisii, Busia having 13 and 10 registered students respectively. These students are registered in the county TVETs, BTCs, and the Bandari Maritime Academy. Effective management and regulation of fisheries has also resulted in the licensing of approximately 15,571 fishers across 34 counties and approximately 6,235 fishing vessels. With regard to pre-primary and vocational education, in the period under review, pre-primary enrollment grew by 2.22%, with 2.8 million children enrolled, achieving gender parity, with 1.4 million being boys and 1.426 million being girls. This progress highlights our commitment to equitable education access for all children. To maintain education quality, 74,557 teachers were employed in pre-primary centers, with county government employing 48,895 and private providers providing 25,662. In gender, culture, social services, youth and sports sectors, in the financial year 2023-2024, county governments allocated over 918 million towards gender programming. These funds were used for gender-based violence prevention, policy development, sensitization programs, and the construction of rescue and safe shelters. A total of 14,056 people, including 7,760 women, benefited from the AGPO program across 47 counties, and 34 counties have implemented gender-responsive laws and policies. Additionally, 234 women now occupy key executive positions at the county level, reflecting a progress in advancing women leadership. For sports, counties allocated 3.8 billion, utilizing the funds to develop sports facilities such as fields, playgrounds, sports complex, community grounds, and the stadium, purchase equipment, and sponsor youth participation in tournaments. 1.19 billion was allocated for social services, focusing on providing devices for persons with disabilities, supporting the elderly, and tracing and reuniting street children. In the legal and intergovernmental relationship space, the intergovernmental relations in our devolved dispensations are conducted through various high-level meetings between the national government and county governments, or are amongst county governments. In the financial year under review, the National and County Government Coordinating Summit was held on 18th December 2023 to address key issues like the transfer of functions, asset valuation, and the road maintenance levy fund. The COG has held 5 full council meetings to address issues affecting counties. On the implementation of SDGs, in 6 years, the sun will set for the implementation of the Agenda 2030. Kenya is amongst the community of nations that has adopted a set of indicators derived from the overall 17 goals. With devolution, delivery of public goods such as water, healthcare, roads and early childhood development and education and extension services, it is in the hands of county governments. A majority of the county functions listed in the 4th schedule are directly linked to the SDGs, and consequently, devolved units stand at the center of the SDG implementation.